America.
guys call yourself this word that has been...
America.
We didn't give ourselves this name now.
America.
But right now in society, you guys are calling yourself writers a lot more than...
Yes, it's stars and stripes, beats and mics, poor and rich, death and life, the real or wrong and the wrong or right. They playing games, bullshit is strife, flags and flags, greenbags and greenbags, dope boys and dope boys, good gone real bad. Real got worse, dame from financial thirst. Using this ink, y'all gonna get this work. System is crooked. Are you overlooking? Shit is notorious like that guy from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Hidden in plain sight. We fighting the wrong fight. Validate death, she'll never cherish life. Too much glorified hype. Politics full of shit. Chessboard is set. Who really about that life? You seen gay and free. I'm bringing two words. Pathetic society. Dynamics too absurd. MAGA hats and Confederate flags. America. Young dudes trying to get the bag. America. Smoke and mirrors is just a distraction. America. They trying to stop the traction. MAGA hats and Confederate flags. America. Young dudes trying to get the bag. America. Smoke and mirrors is just a distraction. America. They trying to stop the traction. They playing with the money. Broke people are hungry. Then they wonder about crime. The real shit ain't funny. Are we intelligent dummies? They lead us like we're sheep. Do we not use our eyes to peep? Or are we to sleep? Are the drugs too hard? Is the game too weak? The fight not for the meek. Only true strength we'll see. We lost Nipsey because of the hate they breed. We lost others prior because of the hate they breed. Niggas is playing here. They just don't see. Maybe lack of comprehension. Look who's in the White House, please. Making laws the blind can see. Comprehending things. Fuck the cash and the bling. These things make me scream. My mind contortion on men trying to control abortion. This shit make me nauseous. This chessboard is a caution. Adjust my mannerisms. I peep their character. You know the position? Oh, lovely America. MAGA hats and Confederate flags. America. Young dudes trying to get the bag. America. Smoke and mirrors is just a distraction. America. They trying to stop the traction. MAGA hats and Confederate flags. America.
Up,
Young dudes trying to get the bag. America.
You already know what time it is. 7 o'clock. So it's time for the Random Talking Indie Music Show here on Periscope, YouTube, Facebook, Caffeine TV, and also on Zeno.fm/RTIM show. It's your girl 759 on your mic and on your screen. Alongside my co-host, the Bronx Bully, the Beast from the East with the gap in the teeth, but it's perfectly okay. You know what I'm saying? AKA Fuck You Pay Me, AKA Miss Monetized, AKA everyone's favorite Minx, Minx Couture, Minx Contour, Minx Cooter. Call her what you want to call her. Just don't call her copycat. Do you dig? Or do you dig?
They better dig.
They better dig and listen. Today is Thursday. You know what I'm saying? It's our final show before, you know, we have to reset and come back on Monday. I hope you guys out there being as safe as possible. I don't know why I keep saying that, but you know, I kind of care. You know what I mean? You know, people, you know, hope everybody's mental health is on point. You know,
Kind of care. As long as you kind of care, that's what matters.
yeah, I kind of care. You know, as long as your mental health is on point. You know what I'm saying? If you need a virtual hug, here you go. Bring it in. Virtual hugs. Okay, and It's been really ugly today outside. Like, it's been so uninspiring. Yeah, it's been all cloudy and stuff. You know how they say when you could smell rain and feel rain? Well, that's a southern thing when you can feel it. That arthritis get to kicking up.
Oh, not the arthritis.
The arthritis gets to kicking up, and I took my last arthritis pill this morning. I had to refill my medications.
This sounds fun. I did my medications the other day.
And speaking of medications, look Boosie, bruh, you had all that money and you didn't think to refill your insulin and keep it on you?
Oh Lord, what happened with that?
Well, you know, he's I'm gonna say he's diabetic, because he's using insulin, and he must have ran out, and some lady just happened to, you know, come to him and give him his medicine, and then she turned around and won a $10,000, I think it was like $10,000 or $100,000 lottery that same day.
Wow, I think I might want to touch Boozy.
I don't, but yeah, you something like that. Like, don't play with your health. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to have, if you got hypertension, have your medicine. If you got glaucoma, have your medicine. If you got diabetes, have your look.
Damn, at me next time.
What's that?
I said, at me next time, yo. No, for real, because I had the same issue. I did not, my doctor did not take me off of my blood pressure medicines. I just decided to stop taking it.
Oh
And
shit.
yeah, he was like, what in the fuck were you thinking? What were
Yeah,
you
the
thinking?
doctors always say never take yourself off of medicine, but I mean, when the side effects kind of outweigh the benefits, it's like, no, I'm taking myself off this shit.
Well, my only side effect with it was, why do I got to take this shit?
Wake up
Why do
like,
I-
oh, this pill again.
this shit again? Like, come on. Yeah,
And
that was my only.
the two medicines that I'm on are relatively, well, the three that I'm on are relatively small. I take one for allergies, I take one for arthritis, and one for bronchitis, followed by an inhaler twice a day, and that's it.
Oh, yeah, I have my inhaler, even though I don't use it. Um,
No, I have to. and
my
I
blood pressure.
and I have my that's my breakfast before breakfast. You know what I mean? While I have my morning coffee out of my brand new RTIM cup. Y'all need to go to spreadshirt.com/RTIM. Get 15% off on your merch. You know what I'm saying? Also, head on over to minxradio.com and get you some good old Minx Mafia merch. Try saying that 18 times fast.
Mixed Mafia merch, Mixed Mafia
See,
merch.
you're going to try it anyway.
I can even tell you,
Oh,
she.
tongue tied dog catcher. Anyway.
So did you see that my iRig came in today?
Yeah, I saw. I
I
saw.
was in fucking shock, bro. Like I couldn't. Let me just say something. I ordered this shit Saturday night. Saturday night, and I ordered it directly from ik.com. You know,
Yeah, the
I went to
yeah.
the company. I said, fuck this other shit. I'm not gonna do this third party shit because y'all marking it up like crazy. So I got the iRig 2. Actually, let me show y'all my little nifty device here. Um, just in case y'all mofos are interested. So yes, this is the iRig 2. Okay, this is for your live stream, so y'all don't have no Teddy Riley issues.
Oh shit.
Okay. If you trying to get a direct live stream with your mic and all that, you're gonna need this little thing right here. So
it's
iRig
it's
2.
it's basically the size of a. It's like the length of a flash drive, and it's got a cord at the end. For those that
Yeah,
can't see what she's
yeah.
talking about or knows what she's talking about. How much did that run you?
This was $39.99 on their website.
What? The way
Wait,
they
40
tried to sell that shit for like $99.
because they're bugging.
Big bugging. Good God. Anybody trying to? You know what?
Well,
Yeah.
that's also it was
That's
because
all
also
Teddy Riley needed right there. He would have won if he had that.
all he needed was this.
All he
But
needed was that.
when you order directly from the website, what happens is that they give you more coupons. So that's why I brought it down to that.
Mm.
Originally these are like 59, but this brought it down to 39.
I'm a fan
So
of coupons. I love coupons.
oh yeah, they did that at the checkout too, because I was like, they desperate. They're desperate. So right now, like I said a couple of weeks ago, there is a huge shortage on iRigs because of the amount of streaming that's going on. People are, we're ahead of Teddy Riley at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But I was replacing my original. Well, it wasn't a real iRig. It was one of those bootleg iRigs that I got from Amazon that died. Um, so yeah, definitely cop yourself an iRig too. Definitely dope. I'm very pleased with it. It has all the nice little settings and features. You can go ahead and raise the volume, lower the volume, and just have a great streaming experience.
Mm-hmm.
So, am I cheap over on is your hair fake? Well, obviously I am a black woman and my hair is not going to be straight. So,
Who asked that crazy ass question? Get the
you know,
fuck.
caffeine TV, they really, being a troll these days, if you ain't getting paid for
Caffeine,
it,
y'all need to relax.
it's
Y'all
a
need
waste of
to read
time.
the fuck lax. It's too
If you're
early.
going to be a troll and you ain't getting paid for being a troll, I'm telling you right now, it's a waste of time. So don't even.
And I'm gonna call it. I'm going to call it. Yesterday we talked about how Facebook was talking about opening it up for performers to get their money up off this platform, it's going to be a fail. It's going to be one big ass epic fail. You know why? Because just like IGTV, everybody became DJs all of a sudden. Now everybody's going to become a rapper and a singer all of a sudden. This shit is not going to work.
Of
Even though
course.
even though Facebook is meant to handle a lot of users, this it's
No,
it,
they can't do it. They
yeah,
can't do
they
it.
can't
They
handle
won't
this.
be able to do. Well, I will say, and I will tell you, you are not lying about the surge of streaming that is going on, because one of my Facebook groups that I have, we have now hit one, I think it's 6,000 followers. So this is my this group is specifically for promotion for people that do live streams, and I had to approve 52 people overnight, and now the engagement is up. Um, Bill, you're asking me, was it Bleed Takes Walls, whatever? I don't know how to pronounce your username over at Caffeine. What type of headphones do you have? These are Avatone Pros. These are Avatone Pros. As you see, I like the Mega Man feel to that. So these are my Avatone Pros. These are what I use to mix music and to do my gaming. Oh, they fresh over here today,
Ain't they?
huh? What's up, Caffeine? I love you guys. You guys will love me back. I promise.
But yeah, this whole thing with Facebook and Instagram, and everybody's trying to set up an OnlyFans account and all this crazy shit. Look, listen, this
Hmm.
all of this whole technology thing, like, as much as I want to see, artists win, as much as I want to see, people win, doing what they do, this these platforms are going to crash like the one we used to be on. Like, the more people joined overnight, it became more glitchy. Like, the bandwidth you can only handle but so much, and then it's going to be a giant surge of everybody releasing music. Everybody wants to perform live. Everybody wants to.
Right.
So hopefully they'll think it all through, work it all out to from top to bottom. Don't get halfway through and it was like, oh wait, we messed up, we forgot, blah blah blah.
Right.
And then you got people, set and ready to set up a monetized account, and everybody's already asking, well, how do you do that? How do you do that? It's not, it's not here yet. Like, they haven't worked everything out yet, y'all. Relax.
Well,
Uh,
over at I'm sorry, over at Caffeine TV, they're asking what kind of gaming system I use. I just typed in we're Xbox girls here. We don't do PlayStation, so
yeah.
just
Uh,
personal preference. I just don't I just don't dabble in that.
John, shout out to John, aka DJ Hitman, aka Ball Headed Ho. He said, my OnlyFans account is popping. Look, if get your
I
money,
believe it.
get
I
your
believe it.
money.
I believe he got an OnlyFans account
I
too. How
believe
you
he
doing?
got one, but okay, I'm gonna stop right there. Uh,
Not not RTBM. Oh, thank you so much for the wave. I do appreciate that. Thank you so much.
no,
We get some viewers here today, huh?
well, y'all share. I mean, share this live, share everything. I'm on Periscope, Facebook, YouTube. Look, if you're watching, share it. That can only, help us out, and we appreciate it. So yesterday we spoke on the Meg The Stallion Beyonce collab, and the Twitterverse was just talking about it, talking about it, talking about it, talking about it.
I heard it. I heard it last night. I finally heard it.
I didn't get a chance to listen to it yet. Well,
I don't think that Beyonce has bars like everyone's saying. I mean, that she, did her singy, songy, rappy thing. that
oh
wasn't
well, she
that
killed
wasn't
it then
rapping.
on those notes.
Well, she did. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed those bars. They were nice.
And yeah, the Twitterverse has been clamoring all over what Beyonce was talking about, the demon time this and OnlyFans that. So now everybody's trying to run off and make an OnlyFans account, and TikTok is already a buzz with the new dance getting ready to come out, and she happened to mention TikTok in the verse, and that's all they needed, right? Uh,
Yep, they did.
Strategic marketing.
And of course.
Now, let's discuss something real quick. From producer to artist or producer to consumer. The list that you see on your liner notes of who produced, who wrote, who did this. Now, Minx might disagree with me, and I'm prepared for her to cut me off and say what she's gonna say. But just because, yeah, no,
You
yeah,
think
I'm
I'm
right.
going to disagree with you?
Of course you're not, but that's what kind of makes it interesting, and I respect that. But
We'll see about that.
what happened?
I said, yeah, we'll see about that. Well,
So
I might surprise you. Who knows?
somebody had posted up a screenshot of the writer notes to Savage remix, and of course you got the Dream, you got Meg, you got Beyonce, you got Jay, and like a few other people in the mix. I think it's like 9 or 10 writers credited on that song. Let me just explain something to y'all real quick. The
Wait, wait,
just
wait. Not what? 10 writers on this?
shush, shush, shush.
Okay.
Over here in the corner, shush. Y'all don't see her, but I do. Shush. Just because you see, just because you see 10. All right, now don't see you already starting with the BS.
Go
Just
ahead.
because you see 10 people on that list does not mean that they wrote per se the verse. I could contribute 2 words to a verse for Minx, and I will get a writer's credit because I contributed 2 words. I might contribute the word the. I get a writer's credit. So y'all need to understand how this works. Um, yeah, Beyonce is not a rapper, so of course she's going to have help. Jay Z he freestyles. He claims he doesn't write, but however, he has had help as well. Meg the Stallion. Nobody here. Here's the thing: nobody writes their bars anymore, and it's becoming more and more acceptable. I mean, you've had co-writers for years. You had ghostwriters for years. I don't see why everybody's up in arms. Oh my gosh, Beyonce didn't write her verse. Well, neither does Nicki, neither does Drake, neither does half of these people that's out. But y'all need to like not focus so much on the fact that Beyonce didn't write her verse. It's the way she delivered it. Like nobody else could deliver it. And there was a reason why Meg the Stallion wanted Beyonce on this song, and it's because they're both from Houston, and that's the whole vibe that they had going on with the song. Once again, I didn't hear it, but the Dream, you are a snitch. I mean, we would have read it eventually, but Dream, you're a snitch. Nobody needed to know that Jay wrote Beyonce's verse. Nobody cared. You could have just left that little tidbit alone. Nobody gave a shit, but you had to rat her out. You couldn't let her have her due. You couldn't let her get her 16 off and let her ride off in the sunset, collect her bag. No, you had to snitch her out.
Well, over at Caffeine, not RTBM says, I don't know. I focus on delivery. And shout out to Dano. She says that's true.
Thank y'all so very much for agreeing with me. Now, Minx, I know you are dying. You're dying to
I
rebut.
got you, Rob. He says his name is Rob. Hello, Rob. My
Hi,
name is Ming.
Rob. but
Uh,
but yeah, it's all about delivery. It's all about how it's being performed. It really now it really doesn't matter who wrote what anymore, and that's what it's coming down to. Like I respect artists that has a pen, but of course you're going to see co-writers in the liner notes, and that's just what it is. But let Beyonce eat though. Stop being a hater. Shit. All right, Mix, go ahead.
well, I will say this. Don't be alarmed, but I don't disagree. I agree with you for in this
What?
really
John,
do.
do you see this? John, do you see this? Write this down.
She thought we was about to go in like, hey, let me tell you something. No, no. Thank you, Rob.
Actually agrees with me. Holy shit.
I agree with you. I mean, just call it for what it is. I'm not even going to accredit it like, because, like, I look at it on a realm of like ghostwriters.
Mm-hmm.
How do ghostwriters have a job if they're not technically writing for anybody? I mean, they
Exactly.
are. That's how they're employed. But someone like Beyonce, again, first of all, I don't really consider what she did on Savage Remix a verse. I don't consider that like a rap. She wasn't like going in. Like she was just doing like that.
The
I
beefing that
don't.
she be doing.
Yeah, that was Beyonce swag. Nobody could really do what Beyonce does. I mean, I like how she was ad libbing Megan Thee Stallion with her singing vocals. So I thought that was dope. Um, But I'm not really surprised. I mean, if Beyonce was to hop on this track and somebody else helped her or assisted her with it, it's whatever. But if it was Megan Thee Stallion, now that's a different story. Now Megan Thee Stallion, you're supposed to be the rapper on this track.
Right.
Beyonce is the vocalist, so it's okay if you write a vocalist rap. I think that's okay. Like Beyonce, who is it? Rihanna. What's that song she did? I think with Kendrick Lamar. Was it or was it Pharrell? I forgot which one it was. I think it was Pharrell.
Lemon.
Yeah,
Yeah, Pharrell.
I don't expect Rihanna to be coming out with some, some crazy like, oh my god, yo, and have fucking like Funkmaster Flex like consistently, interrupting the shit. Yo, did you fucking just hear what Rihanna just said, yo? Like you're not, gonna wait for that. Like you're not
Right.
gonna get that from a track like that.
Mm-hmm.
Rob says, "See, listen, I listen to completely different genre of music. Lyrics and the song doesn't matter as much as delivery and showmanship." Hmm, that's true.
I agree with Rob. But in this case, people are quick to discredit Beyonce because I mean, duh, she's not a rapper. Like y'all fail to remember this. She's not
Yeah,
a
she.
rapper, but when she gets on a feature, she's going to kill it. Whether I write it, whether Meeks wrote it, whether Jay wrote it, whether the Dream wrote a snitch ass bitch. Anyway, nobody really needed to know that Jay helped with the verse. I mean, we kind of figured that because
Rob
it's
says quarantine people are bored and vicious.
the Dream is bored.
He is bored.
This had nothing to do with quarantine. The Dream is bored. Like to me, it sounded like he was trying to shit on the fact that Beyonce had help writing her verse. That's what it sounded like. That's how it came off to me. I could be wrong, but yeah, Jay-Z helped her. Okay, and so the fuck what? It was hot.
Well, I will say this: another shady butch queen that's in
Oh
the
my
comment.
gosh, not the Butch Queen.
Oh yeah, I had to call him that. Tyrese, you bitch. Um,
Throw in the tile.
Tyrese is a bitch. I fucking said it, you bitch. I'll tell you to your face, you a bitch, with your tile ass. So basically, Hot 97 on Instagram, they had they had posted a video that was so cute. Pretty much it was a Caucasian family that was doing the Millie Rock. So the daughter would do the little Millie Rock, and then the parents would try it. It was, it was effortless on
Yeah.
her end, but it was cute watching the parents struggle. So, I thought it was like, it was cute. Everybody's on quarantine. You're trying to entertain your family and shit. So everybody in these comments was like, "Oh, that's so dope. That's funny. Ah, ah, ah." Here comes Tyrese. Dear white people,
Oh my gosh.
no comment.
Nobody asked for you.
Let me just say something. Tyrese, you son of a bitch. I'm going to just.
Here comes the flex bombs.
Ah, Tyrese, yo, everybody in these comments ripped him apart. Black people, white people, everybody from every different race, complexion, and
Because
level of melanin.
nobody asked him to say anything. When we want your opinion, Tyrese, we'll ask you. But until then, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, everybody was like, Tyrese, you're a hater. Someone else said, actually, you should applaud them for supporting the culture. Expected more from you, but it's okay. We'll just blame this on another mental breakdown and the fact that The Rock has kept your career alive from Fast and Furious franchise. I said,
Mm.
oh,
Ooh.
oh, that shit was crazy. And then,
Yo, but did you remember that whole thing between him and between himself? It was The Rock wouldn't even respond. Like it was between himself. Like he he was like, "Yo, if you go through with that movie," like he was real threatening, and then he double post was like, "I love The
yeah,
Rock. I wouldn't do anything to hurt him," and da da da. Like, no, keep that energy. Thomas, if
yeah,
you go forward with that movie, yeah, of course he's gonna go forward with that movie, and the one after that, and the one after that.
yeah. Like Tyrese is just such a bitter hater. So of course, I had to chime in on this. Um, Rob says, I don't know. Tyrese has always been an interesting cupcake. Yes, he really has. Very interesting. So I wrote back to Tyrese. I had to put in my 2 cents at 4 o'clock this morning.
Oh
I
Jesus.
said, why can't people just have fun without it being associated with a level of pigment? You know, why? It's just, Thank you so much.
I hate to say it, but you know we do that. We're quick to say people are cultural appropriating. We're quick to say they're trying to take something that we started. We started that mess, but actually, if it's done and done right, applaud,
Yeah, I
congratulate.
mean, it wasn't done right at all. That's what made it so
But it
cute.
was
You know,
fun.
it's like,
It
oh,
was.
look, they tried. They look. I'm black, and y'all know I can't dance for shit. I kind of showcased that last night on my Snapchat. I can't dance for shit. I have no rhythm. I have no ass, and I have no movements.
But you do have
Um,
a onesie PJ. I'm mad at
I
you
do
for that.
have a onesie PJ, and my onesie PJ, my mommy bought it for me, and I wear it when it gets very, very cold. So I be feeling very super kawaii when I wear that.
My
That's my
mommy
gaming.
bought it for me.
My mommy bought it for me, and I was like, when she gave it to me, I said, "Mommy, this is so cool." And she was like, "Yeah, you can wear it when you get chilly and stuff like that." So I wear it. That's my gaming attire, by the way. I
Oh
only wear that.
shit. Bando, yeah, what's going on, bro? Thanks for tuning in.
Baby says, "I saw your onesie." Yes, yes. Everybody, make sure
Yeah.
you guys cop some onesies so that we can do like a compilation on TikTok for
Oh
"Keep Sleeping." The
my
song
god.
"Keep Sleeping." I want everybody to be wearing onesies for that. But yeah, Kylie,
I can never find one to fit. I'm a big girl, but I'm short, and I can never find one to fit.
you'll find one. You just gotta stay with me.
But see the ones that do fit, they be big ass cow outfits, pig outfits. Like, bitch, what you trying to say?
Hey, what is that supposed to mean?
Yeah,
What is that?
right. Like, fuck
Yeah.
y'all. Like, let me dress up like a big chunky ass bunny. You know what I mean? I don't want to dress up looking like a pig or a cow. That's body shaming. That's fucked up. I
Yeah,
want to
like let me live.
I want to dress like a big ass pepperoni pizza. You know what I'm saying? I just want to chill.
Me too. Me too. Me too.
But you came through with the bunny ears. I said, oh shit,
Hey, those are Pikachu ears. Those are Pikachu ears.
Pikachu ears.
I tried to see what other animal that could resonate, and I said, "Nah, this is Pikachu ears."
But that is a bunny rabbit outfit, though.
It is.
Okay.
It's really cool. I love it.
Yo, follow her on Instagram.
Follow me on Instagram, please. Instagram, yes, please do.
Yeah, here's our social medias on your screen. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and on Periscope. Those are our social medias. We're gonna leave that up for a
Yeah,
couple
on your
seconds.
screen, shit,
Yeah,
shit.
on my screen, shit. But anyway, yeah, your boy, academics.
Oh God,
How old how old is DJ Academics? He's what, 26, 27,
man, that's just being
17,
that's
7?
being nice. That's being nice.
Uh, hmm. Anyway, there's a picture of Kylie Jenner, and she's sitting on, at the pool with the cheeks and tits out, and
He's
looking real.
28.
I couldn't tell it. With the caption that he put on her picture, like seriously objectifying her, 3 words in, and I can't believe that I'm saying this, but y'all are toxic as hell. Like, she's just sitting at a pool looking cute, and the caption is by academics, and I quote, broskies. Fuck OnlyFans. Kylie Jenner just gave us fat material for a whole week. Is she the baddest in the game right now? And if you say no, name who is. Broskies? Fat material? How old are you, 12?
I don't think he's ever had a real woman. This is how he acts, and
Fat
it definitely
material?
showed.
Like, you just call.
Spiny says, if I was Kylie, I'd pull up.
Facts.
KV had a question. KV said, "How do y'all feel about medical marijuana?" I feel
I
that
am
for
all for it. I'm
I'm
all
for it.
for it.
I'm for it. I know people suffer from chemotherapy, and if that's what it is, and they need to get on that, then yes, I'm all for it. Make it legal worldwide.
Yeah. But it sucks you have to have a card to have it, though.
I know
Y'all wonder if it helps for arthritis. I wonder if I can get one.
it does.
What? Virginia, listen, y'all need to y'all y'all need to follow suit here with California and Idaho and Washington and everybody else. You need to follow suit. You need to let us have our medical marijuana. I have osteoarthritis. Damn it.
KV says, is it legal where you live? It is here in Portland. No, I'm in New York. I don't know what if it's illegal or not. I just know my weed guy down the block.
It is illegal as fuck down here in Virginia. You know, this is Commonwealth. We're never. They're trying to decriminalize it, but it's not going to be totally legal. They're going to like lessen the penalties for having an ounce, but it's still illegal as shit. DC
Don't
though,
understand. I don't
DC
get it.
is legal, but you can't go anywhere near any federal government buildings. Anywhere in DC is legal. I
What
think.
them motherfuckers be talking in the car when they can't pass a bill and shit. You know that.
Listen, they can pass that bill. They can pass that blunt.
KV says, I'm an activist and speaker here in Portland, Oregon. Well, KV, definitely shoot me your info so we can talk about it a little bit further. Because besides the Random Talking Indie Music Show, I have my show called The Mink Show Podcast, and we definitely do talk about these things on my show.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. But yeah, I don't know. Why I don't even understand why the fuck it's illegal. I don't get it. Like it's a fucking plant. Like I don't get it.
I don't get it.
It's a fucking plant. Like what did Cat Williams say? It's a plant. You gotta, you ain't got shit to do with it. You ain't gotta cook it. You ain't gotta add nothing to it. All you gotta do is just,
Add water,
break
watch
the
it
shit
grow.
up. What, break the shit up.
We say all you gotta do is add water, mix it. I don't know the recipe. I'm just saying.
Hold on. Is that KV from Twitter? I think I already spoke to you. I think so. I'm not sure. Mouthpiece KV. Yeah, I think I did speak to you. Yes. Okay, I got you, KV. Yeah, we've been trying to schedule an interview for a minute. Yeah, get at me today, please. I've been working on that.
Yeah, get on her ass. See,
That's the
get her.
that's KV I told you about, the one that has he does the testing. He tests it. Remember I told you we had to get
Oh
him
yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Um, Rob says alcohol will go out of business. Oh yeah. Alcohol's the devil.
Uh, no, it won't. But it will definitely take a hit in profit.
Yeah, I can't do alcohol. I think of alcohol and I get sick to my stomach. I'm like, fuck.
I've never, weed and alcohol usually don't go hand in hand, but I, I like to stay stocked.
Well, it usually does go hand in hand. That's how you wind up on your ass.
Oh
Yeah,
my goodness. Yeah, no, I'm pretty tolerant. I can hold quite a bit of alcohol.
I can't even hold wine. I'm already a
Oh,
lush.
you lightweight. Take two sips. You already passed out in the bathroom
You
with your head in
talking
the
to
toilet.
somebody that used to take tequila shots like it was nothing. I just think you can outdrink yourself. You know what I mean? Like if you drank so much since you were a teen or in college, and then you become a young adult, and it just don't hit the same way it used to when you were younger.
Oh yeah, it definitely changes. Yeah, I
You
don't
know,
even drink the way I used to anymore. It's been a while.
Rob
I
says that's true. I was a bartender for 7 years. Yeah, Rob, I'm telling you.
I mean, I've had a night where I got so drunk I was throwing cheese at people. I got so drunk that I rolled my foot in barbecue sauce. I was sitting on the floor. I was eating some barbecue wings, and me and my cousin, we were drinking. And what we like to do is we watch old ass movies like Jaws, and we sit there and critique this shit all the way through. And I must have got so toe up, I had barbecue sauce on the heel of my sock. I don't remember putting my foot in the barbecue sauce, but when I woke up the next morning, I thought I cut my foot, and I just panicked until I smelled hickory flavor. I said, "Nope, that's barbecue sauce. I need to stop drinking today."
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't. I can't do it no more. I can't. Like
I
wine, I
got to
can do
throwing
wine.
cheese at people. I knew I needed to stop.
See that makes sense because if I'm drinking wine, you could just throw the cheese at me and I'll eat it. I love cheese and wine. It just goes together.
Big ass block of sharp coming towards your head.
No, 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 not sharp. No, sharp is for a different element depends.
Oh shit.
Sharp cheese. I can't. Gouda, yes. Now we talking some Gouda.
I never.
Have you ever found the Gouda yet? I know you said you were looking for
I found everything but.
it. You can't find Gouda.
Can't find Gouda. I found everything. I found brie. I found Swiss. I found mascarpone, which I used to call Al Capone cheese when I was a kid. Mascarpone cheese is like sweet. It's like more like a dessert cheese.
Mm.
Why are we we talking? You know what? Why the hell are we talking about
Because
cheese?
this is the random talk and indie music show, so
We're
we're
sitting
going
there
to
talking
random
about
shit.
cheese
Uh,
and wine and getting drunk and shit.
Rob says, Rob says a nice red wine with cheese and honey. I never thought about honey. Indica or sativa? Sativa.
I tried indica. Uh,
Oh, that's how you say it?
indica. Log the fuck off.
I can't.
Yeah, no,
My
I've
pronunciation is
tried indica
wrong.
before, but yeah, sativa fucks you up. Indica mellows you out. I prefer indica.
Well, it depends on what conspiracy thread I'm reading. If it's really gonna
Exactly. See, this is why I prefer.
if it's really gonna fuck me up, like really give me into like a panic attack and shit,
Oh
then
no.
I definitely gotta, keep it on some relaxation shit. So I
Yeah,
don't
right.
scare myself. Do we know the difference? Well, KV, you're gonna come on our show and you're gonna tell us the difference between the two. You gonna let us know when you're free. We're gonna coordinate this.
We're really gonna have a whole discussion about different types of weed and how we can tell.
Well,
We gonna get a lot of viewers that day.
oh, we're gonna get. Oh, it's gonna be. I'm gonna make sure I come in toked up.
Oh my gosh. See, this ain't fair because I don't smoke. I won't be able to contribute. You might be doing the show by your damn self. I can't contribute to the conversation because I don't know
Well,
what the hell y'all talking about.
you could be the facilitator as the non-smoker,
What
or
fun is that?
edible eater, or whatever.
Never tried edibles. I tried to get my friend to get me one, and she ate it.
No, edibles is you can't take edibles in New York. You just can't.
One day though, I'm going to get me a nice brownie.
No, 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 no. Let me tell you. I had an edible one time, right? I was coming from my friend's house in Brooklyn. And when I was in Brooklyn, I was taking the train home. So, what's the classic thing that we tell our friends? Man, this shit ain't nothing. Oh my God. I started sweating like a slave. I
Uh
said, oh
huh.
my God. I said, oh my God. And
You
then
weren't
it's
supposed
like
to
the
eat the
guy,
whole. You weren't supposed to eat the whole thing.
no, I wasn't supposed to. But then when the guy, he came out and he was just like, stand clear of the closing doors, please. I was like, ah! Oh!
You done sat there and ate the whole edible.
The
That's what
whole thing.
that's what you get. See, that's
The
what you get.
whole
Even
thing.
even I know you don't eat the whole thing. It is
Everywhere I
what it
looked, I
is.
thought the cops was going to arrest me. I'm standing in Grand Central and I'm feeling very small and shit. And I'm like, oh my God, I need to get onto this Metro North train.
Oh
I
my
don't
god.
care if I spend the $10 and something cents. I'd rather just take the safe train. And it seems like that train was sitting there forever. So next thing I know, I got my train ticket in my hand, and the conductor said 4 times, he's just like, tickets, please. Do you have your tickets, please? It's like, oh my God.
And you sitting there stuck like Chuck.
I was like, oh, this one? I said,
Oh,
never again am I ever going to have an edible for as long as I live, because that
you
shit was
just got to
scary.
know how to eat it. That's all. Have you ever tried the herbal tea, like brewing weed tea?
Yes, yes, I've had that.
It tastes like chlorophyll, but it definitely mellows you out.
KV says the exotic West Coast strains, the one the West Coast rappers be blowing. Oh man, you talk about the shit that Snoopy smoking? I don't want that.
See, that's a whole different show. That's a whole different ballpark right there. Mm-mm.
I'd be like, yo, that's it. I'm done. It ain't no more Mace Guitar. That's a wrap. I'm gonna be like sitting in my backyard playing my bongos and shit.
Yo, we talked about this last night about smoking with Snoop. Nope, I would make it.
No, no.
I would
I
not
would
make it.
tell him. I would tell him, look, just go on Instagram and just roast me, please. And let him know. Let the world know that I couldn't hang. Just
I'll sit in a room like I wouldn't actively, hit it, but I'll just sit in a room and catch a bomb ass contact. That's for sure. Just sit in the
nah.
corner of the room with like tons of water. Cause I'm gonna
Yo,
get cotton mouth like a mug. Have tons of water on deck.
you would need man water because now I think what's changed is like you have the edibles and then you had the vapes at one point, the vape juices, those
Mm-hmm.
were the reasons why Corona is here now. Anyway, yeah.
But yeah, let's see what else is going on. Uh, would it does it surprise you that 50 Cent said he wouldn't work with Takashi? Does that really
Uh,
surprise you, or meh?
Not really. I mean,
Okay.
two trolls cannot unite like that. It didn't work in Super Mario's. It's not going to work in real life.
Well, Takashi, uh, shots fired. You know what I'm saying? He said on Instagram, won't be the first time 50 abandons his son. Let me just mind my business with the little teacup. So if everybody don't know, 50 has a son named Marquise who he slightly disowned and has nothing to do with. And 6ix9ine decided that that was a good time, fresh out of jail, to speak. Well, 50 don't give a shit anyway, but you
Damn.
know,
Damn, that shit hurt. There goes his coins.
right. And 50 was like, no, I ain't heard from 6ix9ine. He's his mother's child now. He told on everybody, but he's better than Marquise, though. I'll take him before my actual biological son.
Mm. Why do
That's
people?
fucked up. That's
Why?
fucked up.
Why? Why do people? Like, is that the only shot? Because I know 50 don't give a fuck about the fact that he abandoned his son. So why do y'all keep bringing that up? Like, he doesn't care. If he cared, then he would, you know, he would have worked on that.
His
But
son looks just like him, and it's a damn shame that you can't escape the fact that 50 is your daddy, but he ain't your daddy. Paul
nah,
not Paul.
no. Well, on 50's part, shame on him. But I wasn't there, so I don't know the court, records, and I don't know what's going on with him. But did you see how Takashi was actually granted? I read this on Bowler Alert today. He was actually granted an opportunity to shoot a music video for 2 hours in his backyard.
Where else was he gonna go? Anybody else gonna want? Anybody else gonna want him around? Nowhere.
But this is the question because if you're on house arrest, you can't. Because this is news to me. Like it's like a today I learned on some wow. Like if you're on house arrest, you got to stay in the house. You can't even go in your backyard. I was like, what?
What, you can't go in the backyard? It's still attached to your property. Or you have to
Apparently,
be
he
like actively in the house.
he could not. He had to get permission to go into his basement and to go into his backyard from the judge.
That's wild. I remember Gucci when he got out of jail. He filmed a music video in his house. He didn't have to go to his backyard. He had the ankle bracelet on and everything.
Well, I mean, I'm just surprised that Takashi even still has a career after all this shit that went down. Like people are really anticipating. Like, what if the album that he puts out now like flops as like crazy?
Well, it is not like we didn't expect that because you are a rat. Nobody's gonna want to listen to what you gotta say. What else can you rap about? Because you can't rap no gang shit no more.
Spiny says it's literally house arrest. You know what that? I mean, I knew it was house arrest, but I
Your
figured that a
backyard though.
backyard is still like technically, part of your property. But I guess you're right. Maybe he can't leave. Because I'm thinking about that movie that Shia was in. Shia Lebewolf, whatever his name is.
Shia LaBeouf.
But
Godly.
see, I can't. Yeah, I can't say names. Minx, come on, get it together. I'm trying. I'm trying. Um, which that's my dude. I love him. But I'm trying to think in that movie. I know the neighbor. He was suspected that the neighbor was killing his wife or some shit, and he tried to leave the house or something like that.
See,
Hmm.
I just figured that house arrest meant you can walk outside too, just as long as you don't walk outside your gates.
Or else here comes the feds come running.
Get back
Hey,
in the house.
what are you doing? I just came to have a cigarette. No, get your ass in the house. Hang out the window.
I was walking to the mailbox.
He said the mailbox.
I was getting the mail. Bills are due. Uh, yeah. He had to get permission to film a video in his. He really didn't need to do all that. If
Well,
he
I
got
guess I
if
guess
he
he
got
wanted.
if he got a good videographer, he didn't need to go to his backyard.
Well, all he needed was a freaking backdrop of like all white or some shit, and
Green screen the
I'm
shit out
back with
of it.
my blicky with the sticky. Ah,
He can't even say that no more. See? He can't throw up gang signs. He can't holler Treyway. He can't do none of that shit. That's done. So what else are you going to rap about? You can't rap about killing and shooting and all this crazy wilding out shit. Cause guess what? A, you never lived it. B, you snitched on everybody who did.
Well, maybe he may take, my advice from Monday, about being the sexy rapper and
No,
rap about
no,
I
no,
need
no,
love.
no,
I need love.
no, no.
I
He needs tattoo removal. He needs hair color. He needs a lot.
can't say blicky, but I leave you with the sticky. Ooh.
Okay. All right. All right. See. What did you smoke prior to getting on this damn camera? Fail.
I, sh- I should have smoked. I should have smoked before I came on today, huh? No,
Fail.
no. But honestly, what can he rap about? I mean, I know his only thing is he probably have to team up with Nicki Minaj again, and do that
Do you
that
think
crap.
she'll work with him again?
No, no. How you doing? I'm gonna say Antoine. Okay, see, I tried. I tried. Antoine MC. What's Gucci? Well, speaking of, Nicki, there is word that Doja Cat and Nicki are coming out with uh, a remix to, yeah. Why this week? That's what I want to know. Why?
And
Why?
also, there's rumors that Drake is going to be dropping a mixtape as well.
Damn, these motherfuckers is really working through quarantine, huh?
Yeah.
That means there's no excuse for y'all. No, no, no excuses. Y'all need to get in the lab, get them videos done, get all that shit done. If they're doing it, we can too.
I mean,
But I just don't
what else have
understand.
you got to do? I mean, you just sitting in the house.
I mean, when you have nothing but free time, I think you kind of get bored too. But I'm a little bit concerned about this union though. With I just we just said that Doja Cat was giving us Nicki Minaj vibes
Hmm.
with her look, and now she's coming out with a feature with Nicki Minaj. Now, all I have to say is this: I already predict that this is going to flop faster than anything. I don't think it's going to get. If anything, this is going to be like a test. Doja Cat, you did not need Nicki Minaj, man. You.
Actually, I think the opposite. I think this shit's gonna blow up because people fuck with Nicki so hard, and people do like Doja Cat. So it's like best of both worlds. I just hope Doja don't pick up, the Nicki, thing that she do. I just hope that it doesn't rub off on her. You know what I mean? Like,
No, and all of that, first of all, what I keep saying to everybody, Doja Cat is not the same Doja Cat that I knew before she blew up. And some of y'all wasn't on the Doja Cat wave like, I was. What's up, Trash, over at Caffeine? So if you remember, like I said before, um, Doja Cat was on Periscope making beats and making songs from scratch. So the shit that she's putting out now is kind of foreign to me. I just don't recall that vibe that she was putting out in originally. That wasn't her vibe.
hmm
But the stuff now, like I kind of wonder, like, are you still an independent artist? Do you still have say in your content? Because she did a complete 360. I don't even know who the fuck Doja Cat is anymore. I'm like, this ain't you. This ain't you.
it's the rebrand.
Well,
It was coming. It was coming. And now that she's teamed up with Nicki, you're going to see a whole new side of
when is it
her.
supposed to drop? I think it's supposed to drop tomorrow, right? I think they said Friday. I think they said
I think
Friday.
it's Friday.
New Music Friday, obviously. Um,
But the rumor about Drake, it's been a rumor. There's no, certain date. However, there was a track list that was leaked. So I don't know.
like, what could Nicki rap on? Say so. That's not a song that you rap on.
She gonna find a way to fuck it up.
Yeah, KV, we love Rhapsody. We love Rhapsody. I don't know what this other shit is, but I honestly, Doja Cat, this is probably gonna be a L for her career. I don't think this was a good idea, but we'll see.
Yeah.
because I even tried. Like I'm sitting there listening to the song. Like what could you spit on that? You can't spit. That's not a song you spit on. They be trying to force. Like I saw on Twitter. I think it was the other day. They said, what are some of the songs that are out that did not require a feature? Man, this list went on and on and on and on and on. There's a lot of songs that did not require a verse. There's a
It
lot
was
of
like they
songs.
were trying to force feed you collabs. They were trying to force feed two artists together. Like, this is what's good for the culture. This is what's good for right now. This is what's popping. This is the wave. Let's start some new shit.
But here's the thing: April the 13th. Let's go back. How is Nicki Minaj and Doja Cat doing a track together when back in April the 13th, this was about what, 2 weeks ago, a week ago? Doja Cat called Nicki Minaj stan scum on Twitter, and it led a backlash called Doja Cat is over party. So this is confusing to the Nicki Minaj fans at that point because why are you doing a song with someone that called your fans scum?
Hmm. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, yeah,
It doesn't like
that
it.
makes no sense.
I tell you exactly, this is what it is. It was teased that Megan Thee Stallion and Beyonce, because Nicki Minaj seems to think that she's the Beyonce of hip hop, and I have a really funny wake up call for her. Um, so pretty much, if anything, I would have said, and no shade to Beyonce, but why couldn't it have been Megan Thee Stallion and Doja Cat? You know, that shit would have been dope. Two rising artists, and
Because Doja doesn't do that hot girl summer shit. That's not
she
her.
doesn't. She doesn't. She doesn't.
Not
Have you
not
seen?
like I wouldn't. I don't know.
Have you
That's so.
heard like her what is it? Some of the songs that she got is kind of on. So I could hear Megan Thee Stallion on it. I could hear her featuring on it.
I'm still trying to figure out how she let Moo go. Like
See, Moo,
I'm still trying to figure that
Moo.
out.
Listen, Moo. I watched her put together Moo. Okay, I watched Doja Cat put that track together from the moment she came home. She came home. She was doing some show that bombed, and she was pissed. And she came into the camera. There's about 1,400 of us on Periscope watching her do. She says, "You know what? It doesn't matter if I do a song about this or about a cute guy. I'm going to do." She said, "Fuck it. I'm going to do a song about cows. Watch that go viral." And it did. It did. And we watched her make the beat for it. We watched her mix it. And then when she put out a clip of it, she was like, she put up her green screen and she shot that shit at home. That's why she blew up over a song that she said, like, it was a fuck it type song. You know what? Y'all don't, you know what? Fuck it. Take this. And that shit went viral.
Take these French fries in my nostrils.
What?
She had French fries in her nose, dog. Like I'm still trying to.
But that song was lit. That song was lit. And she had, look, all I'm saying is that I watched Doja Cat grow up into the artist that she is today. That was not the Doja Cat that we fell in love with. Um, Spiny says that shit was fire, low key. Yo, that shit was fire. The beat was it was so crazy when she was making the beat. We kept begging her, no, leave that. We were like, leave that. She's like, no, I don't like how that's cut. It's like dun 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 dun. And she's like, I don't like that. We like, leave that. So we all felt like, we had, the fans had a piece of the song because we helped her put it together, like collectively. So
Where's
Doja
your
Cat,
royalties at though? Where's your royalties at?
I wouldn't want royalties for that. I would say that that's all on her because she was leading like I would say the female revolution of making beats online, and people was not in tune with her on that level. But if you go on her Periscope now, you're not gonna find these videos. There's maybe 2 videos left,
Oh,
but
she
that
done
was
took
when
them all down.
no, she probably didn't take them all down. She probably just archived them. But she used to have mad videos online of her making beats live. Like this was every night she was making beats live. I became addicted to it because I was inspired to actually say, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna make beats too. You know, not the same outcome yet, but I
She
ain't
said
gonna
not
be
the same
changing.
outcome yet.
Not the same. I ain't gonna be doing. Everybody can't do what Doja Cat did,
There's
but
pros and cons to doing that. I mean, the pros is you got your fans giving your fans a inside look at what it is that I do in my spare time. This is what I'm working on. You guys get first dibs on listening to it. Da 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 da. But then you got people out there leaking shit before it's even ready. Then you got people stealing shit that's
yeah,
not even finished. So
that's what happened when I was on YouTube and I was making that beat, and then this was in November, like around the 12th, and then by the end of November, Young Ma came out and they jacked my beat. So I mean, I
and
was
what
like,
about the guy that wears a fanny pack and got posters all over his wall?
oh, that dude.
If you still have posters on your wall, please grow the fuck up.
Yeah, you need to, yeah, put up some family photos or something. No, but for real, like at that point, it's like, is your intellectual property protected if you make beats live on the internet? This is the thing that I worry about. People ask me all the time, Minx, how come you don't make beats anymore on YouTube and shit? And I'm like, well, because people keep jacking my shit. Every time I make a beat, I showcase it, I put it out there. Next thing I know, industry producer is running with my melodies and shit. And this is a true story, guys. This really did happen. And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, do I call him out? Do I approach him and say, yo, you jacked my melody? Because I guess he thought that my shit came from a melody pack. And I was like, nah, I made that melody myself. And yeah, he's still, you know, he's still getting ahead with that beat. But it's whatever. That beat was trash. I ain't gonna front. That beat he did was trash. Um,
Yeah, it was because the 808, everything was wrong with it. See, when people try to steal shit, the beat never sounds the same. As a matter of fact, it sounds worse. Here's the dead giveaway: out of
I got
tune
my, I got my
808s.
I got my beat tags, KV. I got my beat tags on my shit already.
You can put
Um,
all types of tags. You could put purchase your track today 15 times on that track. They're going to find a way to steal
they'll
your
rap over
shit.
it. They'll rap over it. They'll take it. But this dude,
Yeah.
again, he's an industry producer, and that's why I was kind of a little bit like perturbed by it because I'm like, you have in your bio and shit, accolades for Little Dirk and all these motherfuckers, and I'm just Minx from the Bronx with a podcast and a dream that makes beats, and here you come jacking my shit, and then I didn't say nothing. You remember I told you how long did I
Mm-hmm.
sit on that? I sat on it for a while because I was like, yo, this is supposed to be my friend, like not even my friend, my people's, and you do that shit. So industry producers are jacking beats from underground producers, and y'all need to just make sure your shit is legit.
And
That's
been
all I
doing it
gotta
for
say.
years. But see, if you're doing any type of samples, you can forget that because they're going to win. Because even if they do take the way that you did it, they got the money to clear it.
Of course, they got the money. Yeah, I ain't. Well,
So
that's why I try to stay away from samples as much as possible. But I could fuck up some samples. I keep telling people don't underestimate me. I just tired of paperwork. I don't want legal shit. I don't
yeah,
want
I
legal
don't want to
shit.
do paperwork. I do samples for fun.
Yeah, for me, if it's a challenge, yeah, I'll hop on that shit. But as far as like a mixed production for retail and shit, I try to stay away from samples as much as possible because I
Mm-hmm.
ain't trying to clear nothing and get into these issues unless it's John B. I will use a John B sample.
And you want to get sued by John B. And then you're going to have to move.
Like, oh my God, we're in the same courtroom together. Oh my God.
Miss Couture, you owe him $50 million.
I'm like, I will owe you the $50 million. I am totally indebted to you, sir.
No, we need a payment like right now. We need a chunk of that like right now.
Well, okay, Mr. B. Take my money.
Mr. B. Mr. B. Look, Jonathan, I ain't got it, bruh.
Mr. Jonathan David Buck, I do not have your money.
Oh, see, you got the whole name. Oh, you stand for real.
I understand. I'm a real
You
fan.
stand for real. You got the
KV says,
whole name on there.
I remember clearing my paper in the mail. LOL. Yeah, man, you had to clear all that shit. All of that.
Protect yourself at all times by any means necessary.
You got to. How you doing, Mr. Wick? Thank you for coming back. I know you
Hey,
I know your friend is coming on live at 9 o'clock today, so I think it's like 9 o'clock. So I definitely followed the account yet last night, so I'm definitely gonna check it.
uh, what's going on in Michigan? I hope none of our viewers are from Michigan. Y'all people wilding up there. You have people those good old right wingers. In Michigan, with guns packed to the crack, they in here shouting to the police officers. Of course, they're protesting, "Open up the state, open up the state," and all this crazy shit. It looks like one big ass terrorist act about to go left. Everybody's got AR-15s, AK-47s, all types of guns. Like, if you're going to protest, why do you feel the need to have this big ass army issue machine gun with you? I know it's your right to have that, but why?
Well, black people can't do that shit.
Of course not.
If you bring a fucking knife, it's a wrap.
Get on the floor, nigger. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! It's a knife.
Oh my
god! Right. I mean, they got the American flags taped to the back. They got some of them got masks on, like they're screaming to open up the state. This virus is a hoax, and you got a mask on that's got Trump 2020 on the bitch. Like, no, if you're going to protest.
Well, if we're going to look at the premise of these protests, before we get into this song, I will say one thing. I'm kind of questioning the legitimacy of this virus now. I really am. I know that, I know that it's real. I know that COVID is real. It's a real illness. I know that. However, have you been watching these posts of these nurses that are on the front lines that are actually coming forward and saying that they are literally allowing people to die? Because not only, it's just the whole premise of this whole thing. I'm sorry to hear that, KV. He says his aunt has COVID. Blessings to her. I hope that she overcomes this beast. But here's the thing. One of the emergency room nurses, I always look at body language first when I watch these videos, because if you keep looking to the left and you keep that kind of, your body language is not letting me know that you're being serious. So some of these nurses have been coming forward and saying, especially in DC, shout out to Fred the Godson, rest in peace. Some instances of these nurses that are saying that in the front lines that they are seeing deaths, not because of the virus itself, but because the poor handling of the nurses who don't know what the fuck they are doing. They don't know how to intubate. They're just, pretty much being thrown in the front lines of figure it out type shit. And they don't have ideas of the medications. They're not really talking to other doctors in other states of talking about what actually works, what regimens work to comfort the patient, not necessarily beat the virus, but to comfort them. And these nurses are really losing their mental health to this. You had a doctor that killed herself recently.
It had a couple of them do that.
Yeah, because of first of all, it's the mishandling. It's the mishandling of these patients. It's one thing to call yourself an essential worker. It's another thing just to be showing up to clock in to say that you're an essential worker. And this is what these nurses are bringing to the light, saying a lot of these nurses, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know, they haven't had enough training to take care of patients like these. They are afraid to go into the hospital rooms to check on these patients because they don't want to get sick. And I'm saying, but you knew what the fuck you signed up for.
Right.
You knew what you signed up for. You knew there's a possibility you might get sick, whether it's COVID-19 or if it's the regular flu. These nurses are coming forward and saying there is something very terrible going on in these doctors' offices and these hospital offices because these nurses are not being properly assisted with the knowledge that they need in order to treat these patients, and that's why they are dying. They're
not even being properly supplied. Like, what I'm saying?
Not even supplies. They're saying that, let's say you test me for COVID and I don't have it, and two people down the hall have COVID, but it's overflowing of people. So what you gonna do? You gonna move me to be around two people that have COVID? You're leaving that hospital with COVID-19, even if you can. You're leaving with that because they're not changing their gowns because they don't have enough supplies to consistently change in between, patients. So you may be coughed and sneezed on and shit by a COVID patient, and then you coming to greet me on some. So tell me about what your ailments. Guess what?
You got COVID.
You got it. This is a problem.
And the doctors are telling these nurses and CNAs and everybody, you have to wear this one mask all day.
All day. All day.
And me coming from the healthcare, thing, That's kind of hard. That's hard to do for 8 hours. Let alone I've done 16s, I've done 12s. We was on flu watch. We had to wear a mask and gown up every time. It was hot. It was tiring. Some of us really can't breathe in that stuff. And
Right.
those gowns hold heat. Those yellow hazmat gown looking gowns, they hold a bunch of heat. So just imagine after coming home 12, 14 hours and you finally take that shit off, get ready to go home for the day, you feel nasty.
Right.
It's not
Right.
even the fact that you're checking on your patients and this, that, and the third. You're walking around that hospital just brewing and stewing and sweat because you gotta have the stuff on and you're breathing, your face is all hot. It's a mess. And I really feel, bad for all these nurses, CNAs, your orderlies, everybody down the line. It ain't just the doctors that's got to deal with it.
Yeah, the doctor, it's not just the doctors, it's definitely the nurses that are the frontline people. And, they are really, it's a lot for, mentally to absorb that, hey, you gonna have to die because I
And
gotta
even
save
down
this
to your
nurse.
janitors, they have to clean the rooms.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So New York, DC, all these hospitals that have poor um responses, because some of these nurses are, that are traumatized right now, are nurses that they pulled in from FEMA. These are FEMA nurses that, they brought them from down south up to New York, and they're like, what the fuck kind of operation is this?
and you
What are
get
y'all
and you get burnt out
doing?
quick.
What are y'all doing up in here in New York? Like New York, I mean, as much as I love New York, y'all make New York look fucking dirty, disgusting. You know, eh, it's just ridiculous. John Wick says, I have a friend who's an RN and she gets 2 days off every 14 days in New York. Yeah,
Hmm.
you couldn't look. Essential workers, I take my hat off to you, but to you motherfuckers that don't know what you are doing and you are on the front lines, just because you want to, a pat on the back to say that you here, you doing something. Let the professionals do it. It's okay to not know something. Just step the fuck back. People are
Right.
dying because of your lack of knowledge. If you don't know how to intubate somebody, get the fuck out of the way. Let somebody that knows what they are doing take care of it. I would hate for any of my loved ones to be around a fucking nurse that doesn't know what the fuck she is doing.
Oh, I've seen quite a few nurses try to put in a catheter and didn't know what size tube to use for the man.
Yeah.
And this one nurse put too
Right.
big of a tube, tried to force fit it inside, and he's sitting there yelling and screaming his head off. I'm like, ma'am, could you stop? Because
Yeah.
clearly you don't know what size tube you need to insert inside this man's stuff, and you're hurting him. And she ended up giving him a UTI in the process. He came
See,
back to
that's
the
what
hospital in the
I'm
next
saying.
week.
Some of these nurses, it's either they don't have bedside manner or they just don't know what the fuck they are doing. I mean, I used to tell like nurses all the time, and the people used to always look at me like I was a jerk. But I'm very serious when it comes to my life and loved ones. I will ask a nurse, uh, so how long have you been a nurse?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm actually in a resident program. Okay, can you be a resident somewhere else? No
Gosh.
offense, I ain't trying to be rude, but I'm not a guinea pig, and I just don't. I understand you need practice and shit, but please don't practice on me. And they used to get so nasty. I said, but look, if this is your loved one,
I don't want
do
a bunch of interns not knowing what the hell they're doing trying to work on me. No.
yo, they try to put an intern in on my cesarean. I said, no, you ain't touching me. You could look, but you ain't touching me. And if I catch you that you touching me, I'm a fucking sue the fuck out of this hospital. Is what I told her. Don't I ain't a guinea pig. Don't touch me. Don't cut me. Don't you can look, you can observe, but
Take your
don't
notes.
take your notes. Learn from a dummy. I am not that dummy.
They think we stupid.
I know I'm blonde and shit, but come on.
I mean, let's go ahead and go ahead and get this song popping real quick. We'll be back with a couple more topics. This is Ground Boy Kivo with Drag the Safe. Please support your local indie artists. We'll be back with more random talking indie music right after this song.
We'll be right back, guys.
L T M, let's go, nigga. L T M.
Already set to destroy.
Hopped up up the Benzo, looking like a ticket. Nigga won't smoke, tell her pull up, I'm with it. Bullets hit you 50, like the old wizards. Fuck these niggas, cause they all snake lizard. Fuck a rap nigga, we'll shoot up your sprinter. Getting to the money with no money printer. Down, niggas switching up by the bitch. Got caught with a gun, got a slap on the wrist. I ain't fucking with him, cause I know he gon' snitch. Already did it, he'll do it again. We gon' shoot off your chin. Can't find you, we gon' shoot at your friends. You not a real nigga, you not a real hitter. Damn, you just act like it on Insta. I don't flash guns or money in my pictures. I just want money, I don't want the attention. When it's real gas, that blunt hit different. Had to get up and go give me some money. Used to still clothes and be looking bummy. Still out the stove when niggas was hungry. We took them poles like we in the army. Can't trust the hoe, she never was honest. Bitches got secrets, too much mileage. Ran out the stove with all the designer. Ain't talking money, you know I decline it. Skinny petite, I got behind it. She say my name like she trying to remind me. I'm not gon' chase her if she not replying. I keep that Nina cause niggas be dying. I know they watching these bitches be spies. Bitches be ops, bitches be cops. Don't got no hook, I got them shook. I got a grind, I got a jug. Find me a lick, find me a plug. I'm looking for money, not looking for love. I'm in the streets if you looking for cuz. I did that race, bitch, I'm on the run. If he a snake, we gon' cut off his tongue. I'm from the jungle, gorillas and guns. Play if you want and I'm up in the score. I get them rats, you still a little boy. I put them hoovers and criminals on you. Came from the mud like dirt mixed with water. I was trying to get the 4 1/4. I was trying to get the whole damn bill. Credit cards coming in through the mail. Keep the pole cause I ain't trying to be dead. Yeah, hey, I got that gas on the low. I just got back off of loans. You niggas don't want no smoke. And I been shopping for poles. I'm on that scam shit. I might sign her up for the phones. Look what they did to Tay. Look what they did to Tony. Wonder why I keep it on me. Me and my nigga gon' drag the safe. Hey, I say me and my nigga gon' drag the safe. Hey. Me and my nigga gon' drag the safe. Kept all in this bag today. Me and my nigga look mad today. Hey. Me and my nigga gon' drag the safe. Hey. Me and my nigga gon' drag the safe. Hey. Me and my nigga gon' drag the safe. Yeah. I say me and my nigga gon' drag the safe.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. That was Drag the Safe by Ground Boy Kivo. We're back with the Random Talking Indie Music Show. It's your girl 759 in your ears and on the screen. My co-host Mix Couture. She'll be coming back in just a second. In the meantime,
I'm here.
Are you here?
I just went to go grab my coffee.
Coffee at 8 at night. Something is wrong with you.
I got some songs to mix tonight, so you already know.
You burning the midnight oil.
Midnight oil. And some and some Call of Duty with my brother later.
Oh Jesus, bunch of killers. Anyway, before we continue, to all of our artists out there, if you got a song, please submit your music, MP3 and Spotify links only, no SoundCloud, because I will delete that shit. Please send your music to RTIMshow at Gmail. I mean, look, follow directions, right? RTIMshow at gmail.com. MP3s, Spotify only, and also visit the merch shop, spreadshirt.com/RTIM. Get you 15% off your first 2 weeks of merch as a thank you for, supporting the brand.
What are we smoking on, KV? Not a damn thing. My dude's been drier than a virgin. I'm pissed.
So that rumor was indeed true. Of course, fanboy DJ Academics had to verify. New Dre tonight. Let's go. The GOAT is blessing us.
You hate that dude.
He acts like a child. I have this visual. I have a terrible imagination, but I have this visual that every time Drake says something or posts something, he's got the KY ready and waiting. He just can't. He's such a fucking child.
Yo, you sound hot. Like
no. I just hate the way how he carries himself.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you're supposed to be DJ Academics. You're supposed to be A, do you even DJ? B, you're supposed to be like a radio personality or something like that. But you're acting more of a fanboy than a radio personality or whatever the fuck it is you do. But of course, I'm not the only one that thought that because somebody says, good God, you're gay. dude, you're 30 years old. Calm down.
Yeah, he definitely be on some fan shit, like stan
He
shit,
does.
very much so.
Oh my gosh, the goat is blessing us. Ah, relax.
Yo, that reminds me. I think the other day when you tagged me, actually, I sent you a message about how what was it that some artist tagged me to check out his song along with DJ Academics.
Oh yeah.
It's like the fuck, John. Well, we gonna figure out. See, basically, when we do our second half, I actually log off to log back in because she plays music and caffeine TV don't allow that. So I try to avoid. And
I still get my copyright claims from YouTube. So far so good. Knock on some good old grain wood. Haven't got flagged on Facebook yet.
yeah, caffeine. They didn't send me a warning or anything, but since we are, um, oh my God, somebody just ordered merch.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Thank y'all so very much. Thank you so very much. Oh my gosh.
I hold on, let me do it the right way. Whoever it was that ordered merch, a men's V-neck shirt. Oh my God, a men's V-neck shirt and a woman's tri-blend V-neck shirt. Yay!
That's what I'm talking about.
Ring the fucking alarm. I'm so happy.
Man, that's
Just
what's up, y'all. That is what's up. We appreciate y'all for real, for real.
Mr. Wick, he says y'all flexing like that. Look, I
Look,
believe
we ain't shit yet.
I believe in building brands, honey. And this was our first legacy shirt before we rebranded. This is the Random Talking Indie Music Show. This is our second season, technically our second season.
Technically.
Yeah. So this is our first season merch, and I do. I can't see stand up. Yeah, you don't be
All
fresh
right,
though.
all right, all right, all right. Take a sip. Take a sip.
Be fresh.
Take a sip.
He's like, hold on.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, you know.
Maybe I need to pass this to him. I might need to pass this water bottle to him.
We got water bottles too, but yes, we
Yeah, we
do
got water
brand.
bottles, we got cups, we got footy socks, ladies and gentlemen, with our faces on them. I
We got
have
everything.
I have my coffee cup. I have my shirt coming in the mail as well. I had to go to I had to go through a Spreadshirt. I couldn't order it off our shop because I'm a big girl, so I had to do my own shirt and had to get a size bigger until we figure that out.
Yeah, they bugging.
Yeah, they
They
bugging.
bugging.
But I'm
They
definitely
think
getting my shirt in the
everybody.
mail soon.
They think everybody is size Kim Kardashian. Even myself, like I wear large just in case. But yeah, if you head over to minxradio.com, guys, you can actually check out the article that I wrote about our new venture, our new movement. And I'm going to show my screen over at Caffeine TV right quick because these are our new followers and supporters. So if you guys take a look, this is the Random Talk and Indie Music merch. And again, the legacy and as well as the new designs. And as you see, we may have a couple of COVID babies that are coming out. So make sure you cop your onesies.
Of
And
course.
that's pretty much what we do. So,
That's what we do.
yes, mixradio.com. Head over there. You can check on that. Click on the Random Talk and Indie Music tab so you can get some more info.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all how to have Libras right. What you do is you get pregnant in January, and then you just go from there.
Yo, you know what? I like you, Mr. Wick. He says, damn, y'all in this for real, for real.
For
Hell
real,
yeah.
for real. Look, if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it all the way, or you ain't gonna do it at all. What Eddie Kane say? Either we're gonna sing it right, or we ain't gonna sing it at all.
This is look. This is a real radio show, and we actually have an app and everything. Like we in this for real,
I mean, I
definitely.
know our content sound like we ain't shit, but we have some very fruitful and very important information most times. Minx is our indie artist researcher, so she really knows her shit when it comes to the do's and don'ts of the indie artist business and all of that. I just provide the laughs, and that's just what we do.
Well, I'm more like her sidekick. That's what it is.
I
I,
hate that word. No.
well, okay, you're the dynamic duo of prime time. I
Yeah,
love when you
that was
said.
that was our tagline, and then
I love when
I have to come up with a new tagline.
And this is the thing too. Just so that you guys understand, some of you guys are new. Some people are coming over here from Twitter, and my vision was to create a platform for underground music, and it started with my podcast, and then somehow or another became a blog, and now it's a podcast with a blog, and then 759 is a producer, just like I'm a producer, and we would get to talking and stuff like that. And I just said, what kind of show would it be if two female producers were to just sit down and, bullshit and have fun and talk about life and what's trending and showcase dope music. And this is how this was born. So this was like a fluke overnight, hey, I have an idea type thing. And we ran with it. And she knows, she'll tell you, if I get an idea, I go hard body with it. So it's fun. It's fun. It gives us, something to do. We were doing this before COVID, just letting y'all know this wasn't something we
Yeah,
came up
no,
with
this.
during
Yeah,
COVID.
I've been podcasting for going on 3 years now, and she's probably been doing it a little longer than I have. So this is
Yeah.
nothing new. This is I've never met Minx. Just so y'all know, I've never
And
met her.
we've never met in person. This is all just two people
Just off the rip.
having a leap of faith, a leap of faith. And there's a lot of good things that can happen with good networking skills. And
But
again,
she talks shit about me though, but it's all right. I still like her. She all right.
I talk shit about you. I talk nothing but I talk nothing. My brother was like asking me about you, and I was saying nothing but nice things. And I want you to be my sister.
Hey, could you give
So,
her my phone number though? Is what I'm saying. Sheesh.
what is she like?
You don't have to be lonely. If home is only dark. Give
Says
him
y'all
my
can't
number.
smoke on the show. Well, me personally, I have a 2-year-old, and I ain't trying to have no CPS case, so
Hmm.
I don't smoke around my little one. But this is my little studio that I have in my crib, and I don't smoke in the house, but outside the house, I dab a little bit. But yeah,
Yeah, I don't have any chaps, but I love my lungs, so I don't smoke anymore. Bronchitis told me nope.
that damn
That
bronchitis,
goddamn
bronchitis.
bronchitis. Here's a quote from Minx, and I had to chime in on it.
A quote. Oh my God.
Yeah, if there's one thing y'all don't know about me, I love to laugh at myself. Life is too short, like my temper. And I replied, like my height.
Yo,
Listen,
that was actually a chronic thought. Those are chronic thoughts. I'm gonna start putting hashtag chronic thoughts because some people be on fucking Twitter when I'm in my chronic thoughts and just be going off like on some dumb shit. I'm like, look, I'm talking to my ancestors right now. They happen to be in the room with me as I talk this shit. So if I want to write some inspirational stuff, it ain't coming from me. It's coming from them. They're telling me to tell you this. So whether it resonates with you or not, um just don't like come at me trying to make me feel like the inspiration that I'm trying to put onto people, because some people are really depressed. They're going through depression right now, and they're feeling a certain way, and sometimes you might be that one tweet that can help somebody feel better. So y'all know I'm spiritual, and y'all know that I dabble into that shit. So if I have a spirit sitting next to me saying, yo, say this to the world because the world needs to hear this, I'm going to tweet it. And they can't fucking tweet it. So I'll do it. So let me be in my chronic thoughts. And KV, you're right. He says, I smoke and scroll. Yeah, people just need to smoke and scroll. You don't need to reply to everything.
yeah, not everything needs a reaction. Like Tyrese, like when we ask for your opinion, we will ask for it, but until then, shut up. Nobody cares about what you have to say. Some people just should not have Twitter because if you don't understand, like this whole thing about sex workers and this, that, and the third, and of course, since the Savage remix song came out, everybody been talking about sex workers, sex workers, sex workers, this, sex workers, that. But of course, you got some idiots out there. How can y'all big up sex workers? They're prostituting for money. They have no morals. Da 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 da. Like this is their hustle. This is their job. This is what they do. Like if you don't understand the full gravity of what it is that they got going on, shut up. Nobody asked you.
Yeah. I mean, this is how I look at it. If you ain't trying to fuck my man, I'm cool. I don't care what you do. Um, I don't care what you do. Speaking of, here's a very funny story about the loyalty that my man has for me, right? Now you know me. I'm not one of those chicks that, you know, look on what pictures their man is liking on Instagram. I just don't give a fuck. If the bitch is bad and you think she bad, then like it. I don't care. So apparently, when we were finishing the show today, he was lurking outside of the booth. So I said, "Well, what's going on?" And he's all nervous and shit. He goes, "I got to talk to you about something." So I was like, "What happened to the baby?" I'm thinking of something with the baby. He's like, "No, so your manager had posted, because he's friends with my manager on Instagram. So he's going through the Instagram stories, and my manager posts up the models that he manages. So he accidentally hit the fire emoji. So when somebody replies to a story, it goes to their DMs, right?
Whoops.
So he came running, and he's like, "Look, I didn't mean to. It was an accident. I was actually trying to scroll by." I said, "Okay." And he's like, "No, no, no, but you don't get it. Can you just text him?" And he was dead
No,
ass.
you don't get it.
He was dead ass.
Well,
I
you
was like,
know what? I give Gino points because he was willing to tell you. Anybody else would just hit that fire emoji and kept it pushing. You wouldn't have been none the wiser, and everything would have been fine.
well, then I texted my manager and I said, look, and he was standing right next to me. I said, look, Gino, wanted me to tell you that he accidentally wrote the fire emoji, when you click on the thing in the story. So my manager writes back. He's like, really? Like in all caps, like I didn't even notice that. Like, but he's like, that's a good dude. That's a good dude.
It
I said, well,
is.
he every time a chick climbs into the DMs, he runs to me. Look, babe, how did she get my Instagram? I was like, I don't know. Maybe she sees your picture. Maybe she thinks you look, but my page is private. It's private, right? I was like, yeah, it's private. So then why did
Y'all
she?
try to say that Libras ain't loyal. Of course we are.
Well, I mean, I understand, from his aspect as a man, an average bitch, would probably say, "Oh my God, fuck you, it's over. I can't be with somebody like you. I can't trust you because you over here liking these bitches' pitches and all this crazy." I just, I don't get jealous. I'm not a jealous woman. I've never been jealous of any boyfriend I've ever had. If he came to me and said, "This is my girl, this is my best friend, and she's a girl," I'd be like, "Well, I got to get in good with the best friend then, because if she don't like me, then I know that this ain't gonna last." But other chicks would be like, "Hold on a second, your best friend? Oh, his name is Sam. Like, no, her name is Sam." You'd be like, "Uh, excuse me. Her name is Sam. You can't have a girl as your best friend and all this other you can't okay, so y'all going out where to the movies in the dark? Okay, I'm coming with you."
Yeah,
But
psycho, psycho, psycho.
well, this is our anniversary of, when our parents, first met at when they were in grade school. Okay, well, I'm going to that shit because you ain't going by yourself. And y'all not gonna go. Oh, what else? Y'all gonna do what? Y'all gonna go smoke?
Insecurities.
Y'all,
Jesus.
y'all smoking together? Oh my gosh! Oh hell no! You trying to see now? You need to be by yourself,
And
because
you will be.
my ex had a girl as a best friend, and I was cool with that. I was just, does she like me? That's what I said. Does she like me? Does she think I'm cool? Does she think I'm good for you? And he was like, yeah, she likes you. I said, so that's what matters. You got to get in good with the best friend, and you got to get in good with the mom. Or if you're a male, you got to get in good with the best friend, and you got to get in good with the dad. So it's like, it's very important to get in good with the people that are the ones that are in their ear all day. So if he had a girl as a best friend, like I was in the Bronx, and he's up in Poughkeepsie, New York. So that's almost a 2 hour train ride away. So when I'm like texting him, I'm like, "Hey, what's up? What you doing?" We about to go driving and smoking. And I'll be like, okay, enjoy, have fun.
Right. Have fun. Be safe.
Fun. Because look at it this way. If he was smashing his best friend, I don't think he would be very honest about this stuff. He says, "I'm lying." I'm not lying. I'm dead. What? My mentality is this: you can't lose what's not yours.
Mm.
Okay.
Say that again for the people in the back.
You can't lose what's not yours. So if you're in a relationship with somebody and that person is insecure, that means that mentally, spiritually, consciously, they're not yours.
Message.
I'm just being totally honest with y'all. So when a
And
man,
until you are married, you're still technically single. So once again, you can't
he
fight
says
over
it
what
sounds
ain't
good till it
yours.
happens. Look, how you want to say it sounds good till it happens? It happened. I've been through that. I've been through a lot of relationships, and then not because of the fact I'm a get around. It's because I want motherfuckers to leave me the fuck alone if you're not on my vibration. So it's just, I just think a lot of people take this relationship shit into a level where it don't need to be, and that's why a lot of y'all are unhappy.
Yeah, if
I
you're if you're in, if you're gonna be like very insecure, just be single. Just be a hoe.
You need to work on you. You need to be in a
Well, yeah, no, be single. Yeah, be single. Work on you.
be
It's
with
you.
you. I was single before I met my man. I was single for 2 years. 2 years. Not going out, smashing everybody and getting drunk and being belligerent. I mean, literally by myself, where if I had a guest to come over, it would be a dude that I was talking to, and he'd say, can we go upstairs? I'm like, yes. Would you like some wine? Would you like to sit down and talk? Yes, of course. And then they're talking to me, and all I hear is wonk, 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 wonk. Yeah, get the fuck out.
You're not even into it.
Get the fuck. And it's like I'm sitting there, they're talking to me, and I'm just like the whole time, like, when is this nigga leaving?
Well, you
When?
invited him in. I mean, you kind of set yourself up.
He fucked up.
Yeah, you need to go.
You invited him in, so you kind of fucked yourself up.
Damn right I did. But, you felt lonely. I'm not going to front. There are times that you feel lonely when you're trying to find yourself. But, you know, I just said, when you stay by yourself, the right person will come along, and that person will either be on your level and you're cool with that, or, like a fixer upper, like a house that you want to buy, but it's fucked up. You just got to fix it.
Is it something I could put duct tape on? Gorilla glue, maybe?
Well, don't don't get a fixer upper where somebody else is gonna fucking move into that house. I'll tell you that much, because that shit happens. I ain't, no build a nigga up in here. Mm-mm.
She said, mm-mm.
This is why this is the random talking indie music show, guys, because randomly we just roll up into this conversation.
I haven't really been into the whole relationship thing because men don't know how to be in one. So I'd much rather be single. I'd much rather do that, and I'm perfectly happy.
Oh, Mr. Wicks. Oh, he says I'm Puerto Rican and Italian and only dated black women, so I don't know about the others.
434-229. No kidding. uh, Here are some couples who have been quarantining, and they finally realized that after being with their partners for so long, certain things that their partners do ticks them off to the point that they're about to break up. Here's one of these crazy ass stories from Kelly in New York. She said, my husband, who is unfortunately out of work, has been using this time to learn calculus online. That's great. I admire that he is not lying around drinking beer and watching Seinfeld, which is what I've been doing. But when he gets really focused, he spins his pen in his hand and then drops it on the table at irregular intervals. It drives me up the wall. A couple days ago, I told him that if he did it one more time, we were headed for divorce, which was very rude, but I was completely unable to help it.
You talking about like the 007 Boris shit with clicking the pen and all that crazy shit?
Some people can spin the pen on their fingers and shit. Like, I knew a couple of guys in math class that could do that. I tried it. Pen went flying across the room. Yeah, some people can do that. But it's like when you drop the pen, it just falls on the table. And yeah, she just got a nervous ass tick, that's all. Deirdre from Australia says, my boyfriend eats almonds by slowly nibbling on the end of one, then shoving it gently into the side of his cheek until his face is bursting with them like a cartoon squirrel. I hate it. I hate him. It's driving me insane. Damn, really, Deirdre? Tell me how you really feel. Molly from Maine says, the tweeting is really out of hand. My boyfriend Nick has always been a stoic, cool, not online person, but now, the second we had to spend all of our time together, he got a Twitter account and now spends 90% of his time tweeting and laughing into his phone. It also sucks because I'm a journalist, so I have to be on Twitter as part of my job. But he is apparently much better at tweeting. It's infuriating. He also makes up songs about our dog Buka, and sometimes the songs are really bad. You know that Rage Against the Machine song, Killing in the Name? He does that one, but like, bucka, 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 and yeah, that's how she wrote it. But the keyboard's the big thing. You know, that tweet that's like every woman working from home is doing so on a MacBook Air on the couch, cup of tea. Every man is at a 3 monitor setup with the loudest keyboard he could find at Best Buy. So that's basically what it's like. I'll be on my laptop trying to think deep. Important thoughts for my job. And he's just like clack, 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 clack. He has this like big fuck off gaming computer with one of those huge keyboards, like he's a 15-year-old at his parents' basement. It's like he's attempting the moon landing every time he sends an email. Oh my gosh, y'all just.
Well, this is exactly why tomorrow I am dropping the a song for the couples. This is for the couples of COVID. The song is called "Work It Out," and basically, I wrote it because of the arguments and stuff that I've been getting with my man. So I think it's a dope track, and I can't wait to showcase it. And hopefully, this will be an anthem for couples that are going through this shit. Because
Jada Pinkett said after 20 years being with Will, she still don't know him. Ain't that some shit?
Speaking of, I'm glad you brought this up.
Uh oh.
Did you see? I know that Will Smith has an installment on Snapchat where he has a show on Snapchat, and apparently he did you know a thing with the cast of Fresh Prince of Bel Air, and he had everybody on their foot with their kind of like a Zoom type of situation.
Yeah.
So everybody in these comments, like he was showing the scenes like with Ashley and Will, the everyone's favorite part, back up, mind your business. That's right. So you're seeing their reaction at that age, at the they're pretty much recapping the show. So I'm reading these comments and everything, and everybody said the same thing. This ain't shit because you didn't have Janet Hubert on.
You did not have the real Aunt Viv. And I saw that. I know. I said, who the hell is this old ass woman? I know that ain't Hillary. Oh shit, that's the other Aunt Viv.
That's the light skin.
That's the light skin Aunt Viv. That ain't the real one. No, you need Miss. What was the one scene that I always when she was in the ballet room?
Yes.
She carried that shit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god, dropping shit. And she did the whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She's and everybody dance now. And then she was going in.
Killed that shit. Yeah, I sat there was looking at everybody. I said, "Oh, yeah, they didn't grow up. Who the hell is this old ass woman? Oh shit, that's the other Aunt Viv."
I done dropped my vape.
That's Diet Aunt Viv. Oh, good. What the hell? You done broke.
I dropped my. Oh no, my Evertone Pros broke.
Get the hell out of here.
No, they broke yesterday. I got a, what is it? What is it called? Warranty. I paid fucking almost $45 for warranty on these shits. That's okay.
You're fucking up.
Yeah, I done dropped. Look, I dropped my vape and everything. See, this is what happens when you got me laughing.
That ain't my fault. That is not my fault.
I dropped my vape. Yo, fuck these vape shops, by the way. Y'all mofo.
You still fighting with them, huh?
Yo, this mofo wrote on Instagram, I will be open at blah, blah, blah time, such and such and such, right? So, of course, I go over there and they ain't open because they're not essential workers. So why on earth would you advertise that you are open knowing that motherfuckers need coils? So I guess now, we already know what I got to do. I got to order the shit now or quit.
Or break into the store. I mean, no, don't do that.
He said, order that. I can hook you up. My sis works at Blackbeard Vape. Order that shit online. Yo, send me that info. Yes, I'm trying to order. Like I need vape oil. I need juice. I need all that. I can't find. I thought I had it in the bag, and then when I put in that I was from New York, they were like, ooh, wait right there, bitch.
What was that supposed to mean?
Yeah, you're from New York. We don't deliver to New York because you have these bans and shit. I was like, yo, I fucking hate it here. I hate New York. Like that's not it. I hate New York. I'm like, yo, just because a couple of fucking idiots. Oh my God.
It only takes two. Well, it takes one. It takes one good idiot.
This is what I said when this whole vape shit happened. Right. This was my complaint about the vape shit because I'll tell you right now, these kids were so adamant that they could not afford vape juice. Vape oil is like what, $25 if you're getting 100 milligrams or some shit like that, depending on if it's on sale or not. Mine is the Black Series. It tastes like birthday cake. I can't find that anymore. But anyway, so these kids were going to the pharmacy and getting vitamin E liquid and putting it in the vape and smoking it. And I'm like, you got to be the dumbest motherfucker I've ever seen in my life where you go and fuck it up for everybody. Because if you think about it, at that time frame, all these kids that was doing vaping and all that shit, they were getting the bullshit Scooby snacks and all this crap online, trying to think it was weed and like, look, my homeboy, he got the weed vapes, right? I used to cop them from him. But then when, this whole outbreak started happening, people were dying. I said, look, I'd rather just smoke the real shit. Fuck that. But, I was like, for some dumbasses, like now New York City, New York has to suffer for the vape shit because of some dumbass motherfuckers down south. I'm sorry. I can't. Who died from? I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's
Cigarettes,
always an idiot.
cigarettes kill more people. This is what I don't get. You ban vaping products, coils, right? But you can't ban cigarettes. You can't ban chewing tobacco. These are the shits that actually kill people.
I hate that shit.
Yeah, Mr. Wick. Yes, he said cigs make more profit. Of course. You're coming from someone.
At $8 a pack in New York, yeah, you're damn right. They making a profit.
$8 where? In Mount Vernon, New York, probably Yonkers, New York, up in the Bronx, a pack of cigarettes is $12.
Ooh, I will quit right then and there.
$12 for a pack of fucking cigarettes. A
Newports ain't
Lucy,
that damn good.
a Lucy used to be like 50 cents. A Lucy is $1 here.
Yeah, Lucy always been $1 here.
Now Lucy's for 50 cents. You get two for it. See, this is why I used to love the poppy store. Like, you go to the poppy store. My dude,
With
let
the
me tell
cat.
you, if I ever felt like a celebrity in my life was when I lived in Yonkers. I would come home from work. This dude, all I had to do is send him a text message, one, two, or three, right? Just to let him know so he didn't get my shit ready and I wasn't coming. So I sent a text message to the deli. One, I come, get off the bus, go into the deli. I got my two Coronas, not Corona, mm, not that. So I have my two Coronas. I'll have my four Loco. I have my two Lucy's, and I have my big ass fucking hoagie of my Philly cheesesteak. And I just go in, pay for it, take my bag, get
Damn,
home.
that sounds some kind of good. Just without the
I would have
corona,
my
though.
blunt. I would have my before I went to work every day. I always used to roll my blunt because I used to be so tired. So I go. I got you, John. So I go. I take the blunt, go downstairs, smoke that shit, come up. The food is already piping hot. See, you can't get this type of service nowhere else. You can't. But this is loyalty. That I guess they were labels, but this is loyalty.
Let's just call it what it is. You screwing the store owner. That's all that was.
Oh, Poppy? Oh, hell no. He was like a dad to me. Oh, no. Maybe his son, but no.
Maybe his son. Like,
Maybe his son.
uh,
Maybe his son. Maybe his son. I wish I'd been to Hawaii, Assault King. I've never been to Hawaii in my life.
I would love to go, but volcanoes. No thanks.
I love volcanoes.
No thanks.
Love volcanoes. That's like one of my bucket listings is to see a volcano erupt. Oh, you say you work on one. Oh my gosh, you work on a volcano?
How exactly do you do
How,
that?
how does that work? Have you ever been to the Caribbean? No, I have not been to the Caribbean. That's my goal to visit Antigua, which is where my family is from. Building a telescope. Ooh. See, didn't you say you wanted to get a telescope?
I did.
You better.
I think I am.
You should. Because I tell you, it's the 30th and ain't no comet. Everybody was talking about a comet was coming to hit the earth. That shit didn't happen.
Man, look.
So Reddit for the L. Sorry, y'all kind of scared everybody thinking that some comet was coming, but Still here. We are still here.
We ain't got hit.
Ain't got hit yet.
White people Reddit, you never cease to amaze me.
Hey, there's black folks on there too. There's black folks on this conspiracy Reddit.
Well, this white girl on here says, "Why aren't clear dishwasher doors a thing? What are they trying to hide from us, bitch? If you don't go sit."
Well, well, I have
Oh goodness.
I have some I have a very interesting story. I don't know if you saw it. Apparently, okay, so there was a Caucasian female who wanted to invoke, and this is some voodoo shit, guys. So bear with me. Not well, not voodoo. This is hoodoo. Hoodoo. Hoodoo is different than voodoo. Don't ask me how I know. I just know. But anyway, so this Caucasian girl wrote on, I think it was either Facebook or Twitter. She wrote that she was going to invoke this hoodoo spirit. Mind you, hoodoo is African. Okay, so she wanted to piss off a African spirit. And then within 24 hours, and this is a true story, guys, within 24 hours, this girl died.
The hell?
This is what's going around on Facebook today. This is going around on Facebook today. And I'm in a couple of groups. Don't ask me what groups I'm in. I'm just saying. But I'm into the occult and reading up on that. I'm not saying I do the occult. I'm saying that I read up on the occult because that's just if you're gonna learn about Christianity and all that good shit, you got to learn the bad shit too. Or some of it is not bad. Depends on how you use it. So I got accepted into this group. Finally, I've been waiting for a month, and this is what they were saying. Like, why would you want to invoke and piss off an African spirit? And she was writing, in the comments, like, "Oh, I'm calling on this nigger spirit."
Mm.
And guess what happened? Yeah, they found her dead the next day, which I thought it was very, very strange. I don't know if it was the timing. I don't know if it was possibly just satire, but I had to do a little bit more digging before I brought it on the show today. And there's a lot of different witch type of groups that I'm in. Um, this group I'm in is called Black Witches, Pagans, and Afro Spiritualists. They've been talking about this shit all day. Okay, like when I say all day, you have male witches, you have female witches that are saying that there's a lot of stuff like people practicing the occult. Um, and when white people are, if they want to do voodoo, they could do voodoo. Voodoo is different than hoodoo. Now, when you coming around talking nigga, nigga, nigga this and nigga, nigga, nigga that, and you are trying to make fun of these entities, and then they cash in on that check, um, then what?
uh, you're gonna disappear.
Yeah. So basically, in these chats and stuff like that, these witches are all talking about this. They're like, look, I'm not gonna call them witches. These spiritualists, are saying, why on earth would you want to call upon this particular spirit? Now, this particular spirit, I ain't saying his name, her name, its name, their name. I'm not going to say it on this show, but she invoked that spirit and wound up dead in her bed next morning. Now,
See, you don't play with the powers that be.
you don't play with that because the thing is that, especially with the changes that we're going through with the planets and emotion with this COVID stuff, you really don't want to be invoking spirits that you don't know what the fuck you are doing. Leave it to the professionals. Just don't try to be a witch based off of what you saw on The Craft. It won't work. Um,
Light as a feather, stiff as a board.
don't even
That
don't
doesn't
even
work.
try. It does work, but what I'm saying is,
I tried it. It didn't work.
you wasn't in my coven.
We just saw some shit on TV and tried it. It did not work. I was like, nah, let's go eat. I'm hungry.
It did not work. But yeah, y'all need to stop playing around with this stuff if you don't know what the fuck you are doing. You know what I mean? Assault King says, I bless people's houses at time to time from demonic spirits. Yeah, I do the same thing too. I do a lot of root work. Um, but I will definitely say that this is a big wake up call to those who are interested in the occult. Again, white people, y'all really can't be fucking with our ancestors like that. Like, there are white witches. Don't get me wrong; those are pagans. Those are pagan. Do pagan shit. Don't do no Afro spiritualism shit. No, just don't do it.
No, what's it called? Wiccan,
Wicca, yeah,
Wiccan, whatever, whatever.
Wicca, and
Wicker basket.
paganism.
I don't know. Shit.
Wicca and paganism. That's kind of like Caucasian shit. But black people stuff, it's more like you know hoodoo and all that stuff. So there's different levels to this. That's why I keep telling everybody this is the best time to be manifesting your goals and be careful about what you say and put out there because it does have meaning more than what it did before. We are in the age of Aquarius, and Aquarius means, new shit is coming. So just be careful. Be careful.
Why is there a Reddit post on white people Reddit? Someone tweeted, "I have white friends, so I can say Karen."
Oh, we're back at this Karen shit again. They still
Yo,
bringing this.
easy on that hard N. Hard K, you mean? KWA, straight out of Hamptons. Oh, okay.
Are you serious?
It's here. It is here. Can I get a medium Coke and two large portions of the K word pass, please?
Spiny says, laugh my ass off. I'm saying Karen either way. Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Listen, Karen, Becky. I
It's
like
just a
Becky.
it's just a name. Like, come on, come on. That's like
Well,
me
that's
getting
like calling you it. No, it's not. I'm gonna keep saying it. No, it's not. It is not like saying.
yeah, like don't be a minx. Like, oh, okay, y'all gave my name meaning. Thank you.
No, but this is two totally different. And white people, stop comparing quarantine to jail and to solitary, or was it solitary confinement? And stop.
Okay. So to talk about a minx rant.
You're right
Um,
on time.
I know I was thinking about it. Um, I wanted to talk about from my minx rant today. It's just very very subtle, simple shit. Um, look, I wanted to talk about people that besides KV. We've already spoke about this. Um, when I got a surge of after I did my interview with Tony Grands. Shout out to Tony Grands. I've been getting a surge of interview requests. Right now, I try to switch it up because you can't just interview just artists or whatever the case may be. But this goes to a big I had a big family uh discussion today. Mind you, this was like a conference call. It was my dad, my cousins, my aunt, all of us. Because we're obviously trying to get into the Jackson 5 shit. Mind you, everyone that's tuned in, everybody in my family is musicians. They're all musicians. My cousin, shout out to John the Don. I think y'all heard of him. He's part of URL and bullpen battle rap shit. Okay, so shout out to John. That's my cousin. All right, so we're all musically inclined and producers, rappers, singers, some people that are just on the business side. So this was the big debate and fight we were having today, right? Now, and this is for you, Seven. Let's say you had $10,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say I had $10,000. Okay, so this is the argument that we had based off of investments. Now, if you have an artist, two artists that came to you, one artist has 1,000 followers, another artist is presenting you YouTube analytics of 1 million views for one song.
Mm-hmm.
Which artist are you going to be investing your $10,000 into?
Well, let's look at the YouTube analytics. I
Ah,
mean,
ah,
it's
ah, ah, ah. See, I'm glad you said that. I am glad you said that. I'm going to show this to my cousin later. Okay. Because
Did I say
he,
something wrong? Jesus.
no, you said something totally fucking right. And I'm gonna let y'all know this. Okay. Because I'm gonna show this. I'm gonna show this to them. I kept saying to him, I said, look, all of that shit sounds nice. I'm not investing money into somebody unless I see the data, the data. I got to know if those analytics are obviously organic. I got to
Mm-hmm.
know that these artists, because this is the thing that artists don't get. It's not about your streams. It's not. We don't give a fuck about streams. I don't care about you. You could tell me you got 100,000 streams. Did 100,000 people give you $1? That's what I want to know. Okay. Now, I'm explaining this today. This was a big debate. I was screaming at the top of my lungs. What the fuck do you mean? What do you do? You're right, KV. Monetization. Can you be monetized? Can I make money back from my investment? Your
Mm-hmm.
streams don't mean shit. They don't mean shit. That's why I don't understand why artists go crazy fucking investing into fake
I
streams. Like
got
that's like
15K views. I got 20K views. Okay, that's wonderful. Now, how many of it was organic?
it's not even the organic of it, right? This is what I said to him. This is what I said to him. Exactly. Return on investment. This is what I said to him. Artists need to get out of their head this magic record deal that y'all think exists. It don't exist. Okay. Now, this is why I keep expressing the importance of artists becoming an LLC because now you don't got to wait for nobody to invest in you. You're going to invest in yourself because now you can go after you do your credit, you do all this shit, work on your credit. Okay. Now you can go ahead to the bank and say, hey, look, okay, so last month on merch, I bought in about $1,000. Okay, just being honest, with the bank. Let's say Chase Bank. I'm being honest with you, Mr. Chase Bank. I sold $1,000 in merch last quarter. My projected next quarter, with your investment, if you do give me what I'm asking for, if I do tours, I do expect to get more people to invest in merch for me. Okay, so yes, we're working on promotion. So I have a promotion. So you come into the bank with all of this shit laid out, and you only asking the bank for a $5,000 loan to do an East Coast tour or a West Coast tour. They'll give it to you.
Mm-hmm.
They will give it to you. But why do people really seem to think that streams fucking go to a bank and say, look, I got 1 million streams. They're gonna say, what the fuck does that got to do with me? In the big
Right.
perm voice, big perm. Okay, they go, what the fuck does that got to do with me? That you got 1 million streams? Eh, so I said to and he's laughing. Oh, so you mean to tell me you're gonna invest your money into the little guy? Well, if the little guy has 1,000 followers, 530 people are engaging with their posts, and 150 out of that 530 bought merch, you damn right I'm gonna invest 10,000 into this smaller guy.
Mm-hmm.
It just
Every
makes
time.
sense.
Yeah, I just wish that artists wouldn't really pride themselves on numbers if they don't know the whole scope of it. Like, it's easy to put your video on YouTube and say, hey, I got 5,000 views, I got 10,000 views. Okay, that's wonderful. Now, YouTube will go as far as if we deem that the views are fake, if you're using bots, if you're buying views, we will terminate your shit.
Or, or
Also,
or they may not terminate it. They'll just demonetize you and tell you
they'll
that you can't
or
make
they'll
money. Yeah.
demonetize.
Yeah.
However, at the same time, artists, you and your 5 friends watching that video 15 times a day does not help you out at all.
Yeah, unless you're using a VPN spoofer because it's going to come up from the same IP address. Anyway, this is what I wanted to say. This is the bottom line of shit. The bottom line is this. Yes, KV. KV said, out of the trunk is my era record stores, right? You're absolutely right, KV. I used to sell hard copies. Okay.
I'm still a
Now,
fan of hard copies. People don't do that now. I'm a fan of hard copies.
well, I definitely will invest this time. I want to get a vinyl of my music. But this is the thing that I want everybody to understand, to close out this rant. The question is, when do you buy streams? I'm not going to say never. I'm not going to say never because labels buy streams. They have to, right? But it's the way that you do it. You got to get at least 1,000 organic, then you buy 1,000 fake. Now that's 2,000. Now you got to go ahead and get another 1,000 real people, and market the fact. Oh, I got 2,000 streams. Now it's going to get to 3,000. So it's like y'all don't trickle down properly. You don't trickle it down. And this is exactly why you get flagged, you get spammed, you
Because you
drop from
buying 250,000 views out the gate.
if you're buying 250,000 streams, you should have it across the board. Your fucking numbers got to match all the way across. Okay. You cannot fake engagement. You can fake numbers, but you cannot fake engagement. And this is what I keep trying to say in the nicest way possible. Your streams don't mean shit. How do you make money with you? If I'm a label and I need to invest in you, how are you going to tell me that my investment is going to mean something?
Because the minute you say, "Yo, I got this many streams, I got this many views," that
And then
really,
here's the other thing. Here's the other thing too. Why people they sit there, they buy streams, right? Let's say YouTube, right? They go on YouTube, they'll buy views, they'll buy 10,000 views. Okay, 10,000 views, 3,000 upvotes. You ain't buying downvotes too? What the? You gotta buy downvotes
why would I want people to downvote my shit?
because that's how you make it look organic. You know everybody's not gonna like your shit. Look at the Beyonce video. Beyonce videos got downvotes. Beyonce's supposed to be the best. Look at Michael Jackson videos. That nigga got downvotes. You have to buy the whole package. That's why y'all look fake. Y'all look fake as fuck. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if you're gonna be buying streams and shit or using bots and shit, you gotta do it the right way. Me personally, I don't do it because I'm not investing my money into that. I'm not going to do that. If I'm going to invest my money into something, it's going to be on some promo. And people keep asking me, Minx, you keep saying that. What is real promo? What is real promo? Rub elbows with niggas that got followers. That's promo. Or for you see a person that got organic for, let's say, Baller Alert, right? You got a music video. Why are you giving your money to some dude in Bangladesh? I promote. I promote. Okay, go to fucking Ball Alert. Say, hey, how much do you charge for an advertisement? I'm very interested in working with you.
World
Pay
Star Hip Hop.
them. Pay them. Invest in those people. Don't invest in motherfuckers that climb into your DMs talking about, hey fam, yo bro, I got good numbers. I got Spotify this. I got verification that. Stop investing your money. Go to the media outlets, and if not, you need to I'm gonna put together a list on my website of the people that I fuck with as a blogger, as a podcaster. I be fucking with everybody. If they come up as a hashtag, right? You follow hashtags on Instagram. Okay. Here's why. Because if I come up and I see somebody, like I found a couple of accounts today and they popped up and I checked them out and I was like, oh, this dude got a nice little following. He got good music he's promoting. Okay, this is like another Baller Alert, but in Georgia. They were in Georgia. Okay. I sent them a DM. Hey, what's up? My name is Minx. I have a podcast, blog, whatever. And I just think your content is dope. And, some of the artists that you guys promote is dope. Like, keep up the good work. What happens now? Anybody that you send to me, you personally send to me, I will give you a 30% discount for them.
Building your contacts.
Who won? So now my Patreon members, if they come to me and say, Minx, I got a new music video, I really want your help in promo, I could reach out to that guy and say, look, I'd like to cash in on that 30% off. I got this artist right here. They're willing. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it myself. I don't give a fuck. But you have to rub elbows. It's not going to be with no promo company. You have to speak to people. You got to climb into comments, not DMs. And don't be fucking spammy. All you have to do is tell people that you appreciate their work. Period. Artists, if you're looking for beats and you can't afford beats, you need to start stroking off some of these damn producers in their comments. Yo, that's hot. This is better than your last one. Yo, I can't wait to see what's next. Now you stroke their ego. Now they're going to climb into your DMs and they're going to say, hey, you got a SoundCloud or something so I could check out your sound. And then next thing you know, you got a free beat because you are supporting somebody. Like, come on. Let's just be real. Let's
Use
just be
contacts,
real.
use them wisely, and don't be so quick to run to those blue check folk because they ain't gonna help
The
you out.
blue check motherfuckers, they can't help themselves. They can't help you. Okay.
Don't run to Funk Flex thinking he gonna put you on because he's not.
Yeah, he gonna sit there and run off. Hey, I got Hot 97. Who's next? And yeah, guess what? All you gotta do is sign up for this shit on Facebook, and then you're gonna get bombarded with a bunch of fucking messages from a robot. And
Gotcha, bitch.
yeah, give me your money. Give me your money. Okay. And then
Oh
you'll
boy.
be bombarded even more. But yes, producers. Same thing with producers. If you're trying to sell beats and shit, there's a way to do it. And me personally, I don't sell beats, but people do climb into my DMs and ask me if I have certain beats in my store for sale. And it don't work that way for me. I just go to an artist and I say, "Look, I like your sound. I'd like to work with you." "Oh, I don't got no money." "No, did you not hear what I just said? I would like to work with you. I would like to build a track with you. And can we get together and work on something, and we'll work." Yeah, exactly. Those split sheets.
Splits.
Y'all ain't talking right. All y'all want is, "Oh, I got 50 beats for $1. Join my mailing list." Shit.
Oh my
Nah.
god. Everybody gonna have the same 50 beats, then everybody's mixtape gonna sound the same. And then you gonna be mad, like, why you giving my beats? Cause he cheated himself selling 50 good beats for $1, and you're dumb for following it.
And he's sitting back looking at his PayPal.
Yo, why is Siri popping up? I didn't ask for you.
He's sitting back on his PayPal, like, okay, how many more motherfuckers? How much more money can I make off of this beat pack or these drum packs or these melody packs? And y'all just gonna keep buying it and buying it and buying it and buying it, and you're just gonna keep fucking yourselves over. Y'all are not doing it right. But that's enough. That's enough for my rant. On my podcast, I will tell you guys how to sell beats and songs and do that shit properly, because y'all don't need beat stars. Y'all don't need stores. Y'all just need your own subscriber based platform. And we'll talk about that on my show. We won't be here tomorrow, but I'll probably be on doing some shit.
You
I
always
got
on
you,
doing some
Don. I'm
shit.
coming
You
over
do.
there. I'm coming over there right after we're done. I'm coming right over.
So yeah, artists for our, also for our new viewers, this is what we talk about. We give you some random talk, we give you some bullshit, and we give you some jewels.
Oh wait, we didn't do. Wait. Oh, we're ending the mix rant with. Now you know.
Oh goodness, we're gonna go ahead and cut the show right here. We want to thank everybody for tuning in with us on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and shout out to our folks at Caffeine TV. Another big shout out to whoever bought that merch. Thank you so very much. Spread the word. Spread the word. We will be back Monday at 7 p.m. for more random talk, more indie music, more bullshit. Because that's just what we do, isn't that right, Minx?
Yes.
Yes.
Party and bullshit.
And party yeah, that's what we do. So we'll see you guys Monday night. I'm gonna leave you with a track by Travis Michael. This is called Tesla Talk. He's on Spotify. Please support your local artists, DJs, beat makers, everybody. We out here trying to grind together. Take care of each other. Be safe out there. We'll see you Monday night. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah. Kid in caboodle, please your noodle. Pull up in the tug, so hard this shit suit you on slip with the chains. I feel like the ruler, they wanted the spot. I stayed in my lane, yeah, got nothing to say. They want me to change, I'm stuck in my ways, I'm stuck in my ways. You get what you get when you giving the most. She wanna fuck in the Maybach, I told that bitch no. Let's try the curtains at home. Used to just sick in the pocket, but lately I'm opposite. Niggas been playing a role, not in the mood for the games. Cause niggas have changed when they started gaining control, but nothing to show. You said Tony to cut me for free. Always said host me making CDs. Mikey P told me to follow the dream. Never got drafted to play for the team. Gloria made a kid sweep of the Porsche. Now I ambassador pay for the sports. Hogging the space like a plate full of port. See him on back, I made it, I'm on. It sound like I'm back. Roll with this shit like a black. Nigga been spitting the facts and all the opinions and shit to the back. Niggas just talk about the racks, you flipping the script, that's not how to act. They call me a splinter, no time for the rats. You not in my circle, then stick where you're at. Kid in caboodle, please your noodle. Pull up in the tug, so hard this shit suit you on slip with the chains. I feel like the ruler, they wanted the spot. I stayed in my lane, yeah, got nothing to say. They want me to change, I'm stuck in my ways, I'm stuck in my ways.
Ayo, ayo, ayo. You can tell a nigga ain't never been in the studio before. Hold on. Hey, yo, can y'all hear me? This Pippin' P too. Can y'all fucking hear me? Huh? Hold on, let me take a sip of yak real quick. Now that I have my ceremonious swig, I want y'all to enjoy the rest of this album. You dig?